call me Sasquatch. Please check the watch. This is Bigfoot. Don't get it shook. Out in Japan, they call me Godzilla.
G'day, Spice Legends. Welcome to Burner Bites Down Under, the hottest show down under. Spice Legends, you're joining us tonight. We are got a very special interview. We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Garrett, a.k.a. the Chilli Sasquatch from New South Wales, the New South Wales Chilli champ. How you doing, Gazza?
Magical.
Ready
for action. Let's do this.
Ready for action, mate. That's the way. So, as you guys have been watching, we've been doing the interviews, and most of the interviews have been online. We sort of had to do a bit of an interface with our Chilli champ from the different states. Luckily, Gazza here, mate. Wait, you're just down the road, mate?
Down the road. Down the road.
So he's like, mate, look, I'll come to you. Yeah?
Yeah, big time.
So here we are, and we're here to talk all things Chilli. So this time, guys, you got any questions for me or Gazza, write them down in the comments below, and we'll read them out and answer them to the best of our ability. G'day, he going, Seven. G'day, lads. So that's Seven, this legend here from Brizzy, I believe it is, mate. So quick question, there's Seven. I know it's state of origin season, right? Well, we got a bit of a New South Wales versus Queensland rivalry here. He's like, is it a bit of a boo New South Wales, or what do you reckon? Is Gazza one of the favourites? Let us know in the comments, eh? But look, Spice Legends, we'll have a quick chat and let you guys sort of introduce you and let you know a bit more about Gazza before we hit there it is, Queenslander. I was expecting that. And before we hit the national comp, because obviously some of the crew in the comp this year are OG, and you've seen them before, but some of the guys and girls are new, and that's why we wanted to introduce you guys, get to know them a bit more, and obviously know who to cheer or boo when we're watching the comp and watching them compete. So we'll get to it, eh? So first of all, so Garrett's your real name, obviously. Yep. How do we get to the Sasquatch? How do we get the Chilli Sasquatch name? What brought about that? Like, how did we get that name? What happened there?
Back when I was a young kid, I got massive feet and I got finger toes. And when you're in Canada, you live in the middle of BFN nowhere, and there's pine trees everywhere. And so I was always in the woods in bare feet, and there was like, "You're a goddamn Sasquatch, man." And I was like, "Dude, I got no fur on my face." And they're like, "No, it doesn't matter. You haven't hit Sasquatch puberty." So there you go.
How many Sasquatch?
Yeah,
you're still prepubescent Sasquatch.
Yeah. That's my youthful looks.
The youth. Somebody kick on. And so obviously for those that are listening, you've got a bit of an accent, a twang there, but you're originally Canadian. But like, how long have you been living in Australia for now, mate?
I think we're coming up 23 years.
Yeah. So obviously you're a permanent resident and citizen and all that. Yeah. So like, obviously, people are going to go,
Gen 1 Aussie.
He's not even Australian. I'm like, bro, he's been here longer than some people have been alive. So, obviously that's not an issue. And you work for a beer company or something. Is that right?
Well, if you're going to live in Australia and you're going to support Australia and you're going to become an Australian, you got to support Australian things. Drinking beer. What's more Australian than that?
You can't get much more Aussie than that, Spice Legends. So get amongst it, says Gazza. So, mate, we came across you where we were doing some local comps in the local area here in Sydney and New South Wales, and in the Northern Beaches kind of DY area. And every time I'd run a comp, you'd like rock up and you're like, right, how is this happening? How just tell me how I win. What do I got to do? I want that first prize. I want whatever is that prize. I want the title and I want the glory. Right now, you've done it. You've nailed it. Right, you're no longer on the sidelines. You've
Jack.
What?
No longer Hobo Jack.
Hobo Jack. Yeah. You're no longer on the sidelines, and now you've earned your spot as the New South Wales Chilli champ. Talk us through a bit about what happened to get you here, because like obviously it wasn't an easy journey, and then you not only did you didn't just sort of pluck it from thin air, you had to take the spot from the previous New South Wales Chilli champ, right? And that guy's no pushover either.
No, definitely not.
I think was he 38 Carolina Reapers in that one?
Yeah.
Talk us a bit.
It was 38, and I think I was on. Was it 39 or?
No, I think you were 38, and then you had the 39.
I was on 38.
You were holding it ready to go, and he was on 36.
Yeah.
And then you just looking at you, and he like if looks could kill, he was just like looking at you, going, man, f you bastard, Talk us through that and what was going through your head at the time, and what got you like over the line there to go against Adam. Because man, Adam, his nickname was the Chili King for New South Wales. He's no pushover, mate. So
he's top bloke, and he's
what got you over the line there? Talk us through that.
A lot of the cheerleading motivation behind it is teaching my son lessons about mind over matter, and if you can put your mind to it, you can block anything out. There is no pain, there is no limits. Just friggin' go for it. And if you want something bad enough, then you can facilitate that. He's like, Dad, that's not real. I'm like, yeah, it is, man. He's like, okay, well, like, I bet you can't eat 10 chilies. I was like, well, there's a comp coming up. Let's find out. And so that was my first comp with you.
You're like, let's find out together. Uh-huh. Yeah. And so with that first comp, did you surprise yourself, or did you train and build up to that? Like, what happened?
No, there was no training whatsoever. It was literally off the couch. And I had no idea what to expect. I'd never been in a chili comp before. I was at 7th day there, and I like spicy food and have a funny backstory leading up to that, but had always just had spicy stuff around. And so jumped in, and I was very, very surprised going to the end. And I think it came down to 3 of us at the end of that comp.
Yeah.
And the guy beside me, I think he was trying to negotiate with me for like, hey, why don't we just split it 3 ways, and we'll call it a day. I'm like, dude, I'm getting carted out of here in an ambulance. That's it. Straight up.
Do or die.
Yeah, he was just like, screw this, I'm out.
He's like, no, I'm not doing that. Wow. So tell us that funny story behind it. What was the backstory of that?
My family isn't into chili, and don't have a chili pass with people around in Canada. But I ride bikes lots, and my buddy grew up on a hippie commune, and he had this really cool bike I wanted, and I was just like, this limited edition, custom paint job, just ducks nuts. And he was like, Garrett, if you eat that whole bowl of chilies my parents grew, you can have the bike. And I was like, in, and smash them down, just on the ground, rolling around, screaming, crying. I'm like, give me the milk, give me the bread, just anything. And I'm bulk chugging milk and smearing honey on my face. And that was probably the most horrific thing I'd done in my childhood.
Do you remember what kind of chilies they were, or was it just a mishmash or something? Or
man, it's a hippie commune. Lord knows what they were. Lord knows what was in there. But read more. F you for doing that to me. And because here I am now.
Hey, there you go, Reed. You're responsible for this stuff that's happening. So look, that being said, like obviously, some people will work their way up to comps and stuff, but like when you're not preparing for competitions and stuff like this, what's your chili intake like? Are you regularly eating chili or spicy food in your meals, or
all the time? It's normally sauce for me because not everybody can handle spicy food. Probably the Pepper X less dab. I keep it in a little holster in my bag so I can just dump it on whatever I have. I'm into growing a lot of chilies, and so I dry my own reapers and make powders and sprinkle the powder on everything.
So I'm guessing you tried this guy before, yeah?
Yeah, so this is what I have.
Pepper X large dab experience?
In my backpack.
Experience.
Ready to go.
Yeah. In your backpack, ready to go.
Yeah. That's the baseline for sauces.
Wow. And what do you think of this sauce in compared to the other hot one sauces?
I thought the other
flavor,
the predecessor was better. Like actually, you get the heat up front.
Last dab double X, is that your name, or triple X?
Was it triple X?
Yeah.
Where this one's more esophagus heating, where the other ones were more sensory,
throat to stomach burn.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And what did you think of the flavor?
It's way earthier.
Yeah,
and I like the fruitiness of the
Reapers. Sort of almost
better.
mustardy, isn't it?
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be some sort of mustard pepper kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
or mustard chili. Sorry.
Yeah,
for the Aussies, but obviously British mustard pepper, right?
Mustard pepper,
mustard
from
pepper, America,
first and last, baby.
Well, there you go. So those, because I swear every time I do a stream, somebody, what about Pepper X? And I'm like, well, there she is, buddy. Like we both tried it, Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
What do you think heat wise compared to the Reaper? How hot do you think it?
Well, the Reaper slaps you in it builds from the back pallet and comes forward and just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds.
Yeah.
Where you don't get that with Pepper X.
Yeah.
It builds like here. You're just like, oh, there comes the acid.
It builds
like a volcano coming up. Oh, yeah.
It builds the indigestion, not
exactly.
the burn. Yeah. And do you find it's like a quicker burn? Like it's over quicker too?
Yeah. I feel like it comes up and then subdues.
I felt like
Reaper
it was
just kind of like
it's
like a spaceship taking off. It's going
yeah,
to orbit.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I just felt like this was like over in 5 minutes. Hey,
Yeah,
like
big
it's,
time.
it's hot. Yeah, it is hot. Like, I'm not going to say it's not hot. It's hot, but like it's just wild how it's over in 5 minutes. I'm like,
There's
okay,
definitely
righto.
worse stuff out there.
Oh yeah. So
We know that well.
So then after you're saying like you wanted to build that belief in your son with eating 10 chilies, you won that comp. What did your son say after that comp? Did you?
He's just like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. He's like, why, Dad? You didn't have to do that. I'm like, didn't I? Kind of had to get the lesson across. So, lesson across. I'm going to be in the shower rinsing the chili off me. I can have a little power vom here while your brother tries not to pee on me. And yeah.
So
he had to go to the bathroom. That's
oh, okay, right.
just to clarify.
Just clarifying.
Just clarifying.
Yeah. But so
We
so
got a photo of that.
are your kids into chili now? Like, have you encouraged them, or they're just going, whoa?
No, the
Dad's
two,
a nutter?
the two
Right.
brothers have a chili off.
Really?
And much to my eldest chagrin, the youngest goes harder.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Loves
There you
the
go.
crack fox.
Young and
Loves
hard.
the crack fox.
And the crack fox too. Yeah, go crack fox. You know. There you go.
Uncle Mungo's sweet and sour chili dip.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I really rate Uncle Mungo stuff.
Oh
And
man, love it.
speaking of, we've got some that we're going to be playing with for the comp. Got some OC drops there, guys. So don't worry, we've got a lot of stuff to play with.
Not eye drops.
They're not. Yeah, they're definitely not eye drops, guys. Wow. So with that being said, let's talk about what's it called? How you got into the New Zealand comp, right? And like without like I'm not having a go. You basically just like absolutely barraged me with messages going, I want that. I want to be in that comp. I need to be there. You know, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, let's try and find a way to make it work. And we made it work. We got you there.
Yeah.
And like I'm not saying you're cocky, but like you definitely felt confident. Talk me through about what happened there in New Zealand, because I think what place did you come in the end in New Zealand?
Oh,
Sixth place. But this again, this is sixth against the best chili competitors in New Zealand. Like hands down, they all were the best. This is basically the Australian like the Australian chili champs. Each one of these guys had come from their territory or their region or whatever. And man, they are some psycho guys, some psycho competitors, and the chili grower there, he'd been growing chilies for I think 30-something years. So they weren't, as you learned, they're not normal chilies. They were not normal. What do you think of those chilies compared to the Aussie chilies? Like, did you feel like they were harder or more earthier, or what did you think about the flavor and the heat?
The chilies were amazing. They were size-wise, they were quite large, which was awesome. Good flavor and stuff like that to them. I mean, I think spice-wise, everything was matching tick for tack from previous comps I've done in Australia for sure. Yeah, I think, but on the day, I didn't have the pre-work beforehand. It was kind of short notice for me, and
The pre what?
my pre-work for myself, how I would prep. And first time being New Zealand and being for short flight and wow, excuses. I'm a baby.
No, not saying that at all, mate. No way. And like, because like that's a hard comp, and then like that comp, it's not over quickly.
No,
it's hard. They make you suffer between rounds. It's a 4.5 minute burn time.
Yeah,
between each rounds. Did you find that was more challenging too?
I just thought it was a good learning experience because different comps are run different ways, and you got to be adaptable, and your stomach has to be ready to be pliable to last the timelines in between. Like even just chewing it and not swallowing, you're just sitting there like, all right, come on, judge. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
But
it adds an extra challenge to it, doesn't it?
And then you're just sitting there percolating like a Turkish bodum, just I'm gonna blow. Yeah, so that was fun. And then the Australian ones, you can sit down versus standing. You don't realize, as your last interview was, saying the lactic acid and stuff building up, like the chilies are going through your body and changing the chemistry, what's going on, and you're like, my legs don't work so well. I'm not feeling my hands that well. Why am I standing up? That'd be great if I was sitting. Even like the sun coming in, you're just like, I'm a ranger. I'm a day walker. I'm getting burnt over here, and I'm burning internally. Like this is a double down. So yeah.
So tell me, in your opinion, like you said, you find yourself as a ranger at a Reddit. Do you think that redheads are of an advantage or a disadvantage in chili eating? Because we were talking a bit about before the comp, some redheads have like a bit of either an immunity, is it, to certain drugs or medications or painkillers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Does that work in your favor, or do you feel like that's working against your favor in this scenario?
No way of knowing. That every redhead is different. I tried to categorize redheads at one point. I made cards for my brother and sister and people at work. Your red level versus your rage level, and that equates to your pain withholding stance and your immunity to drugs. Didn't take off.
No,
Yeah, I don't know why. But I think everybody's different. Definitely feel pain differently than others.
Yeah.
But I don't think when it comes to chili eating, as you've seen people that are fully immune to this stuff, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. When you get to the pointy end, you got a whole bunch of spicy stuff in your stomach, and you can't fight that chemistry. It's either you're going to purge or you're going to burn.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the things you just touched on there as well. Once you get past that 1 hour mark, I don't think it's just no longer physical training or prep. It's now mind over matter time, right?
Yep.
And I think seasoned competitors like yourself are now going, all right, you sort of know what you're in for now. The New Zealand thing, I think was an excellent training experience for you,
amazing.
Especially for the national comp. But now knowing what you know, going into the national comp, and you've seen Goran, right?
Awesome bloke, top.
Yeah.
Like you saw it, the second I was done vomiting, went straight to cheering. I'm just like, this is awesome.
He's a hard guy to hate, isn't he? Because he's such a chill, gentle giant, but at the same time, he's so bloody tall that to bring the marquee up to fit him. Otherwise, you would have seen him there. Like, it was wild. But now, like, seeing how you went in New Zealand compared to how he went, does that worry you, or have you just sort of like pivoted and changed direction with your training or your strategy now?
Just pivoting. I mean, home turf, you know what you're doing, you know what you're dealing with, and you're a bit more comfortable. And like I said, it was a bit last minute for knowing I was gonna get into New Zealand, and so having the time frame leading up gives you the time to do the groundwork.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think like a lot of when you're going into such a long comp, when you know it's going to be an hour plus, you've got to do your prep right, like you're saying there. And unfortunately, and like I'm not giving you, it's not a cop out like what you said there. I absolutely agree with you. If you don't do your prep and conditioning right, you just got to nail it. And it's not just about prepping; it's about that balance of getting the right amount where it's enough in the stomach where it's going to put a layer between your guts, but it's also going to be not too much where you're going to be so full where you go, and you're struggling to keep it down. You've got to get that right balance, and that's such a tricky balance to get. Do you feel now that you're now back on the home turf, do you think that's going to give you an advantage now, or do you feel like you've found that right balance? What's the story of that?
Everybody would like to hope you're going to find that balance and you're going to be prepped. All you can do is put the work in and show up on the day and see what happens.
So we're talking about prepping, conditioning, and training there. What is it that you're putting in your guts before? Everyone seems to have this magic ingredient or whatever it is that works for them. What is it that's working for you? Because everyone seems to have their one. I've heard a whole list of different things. What is it that you do? What's worked for you?
I like to, leading up to the comps, I kind of changed my diet to things that are more in the same family as chilies, and eat like tomatoes, standard capsicums, eggplants, potatoes, and things like that, and a lot of raw stuff, just to get the stomach firing. And then lots of probiotic yogurts and things like that seem to help.
Okay.
I keep bees, so I got honey on tap. So
yogurt, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Yeah, because I hear I heard a million different things. I've heard peanut butter sandwiches, bananas.
Peanut butter is just delicious. So.
Yeah, carbonara. And it's funny.
I picked up that note from the last video.
We've got a group chat for all the competitors, right? So they can either have a bit of banter with each other, or we give them updates and let them know what's going on and give them a bit of a heads up for stuff. But one of the things we let these guys know is we have one of the producers who is creating pure capsaicin peanut butter. So 16 million Scoville peanut butter. And if you just grab that red container there, yeah, that's the one. And this is what they're going to have to pull it out like a dip with. So And that's going to be a lot of fun. So well taught corn chips, and we're going to make them, if they can, get it out with the dip. If not, they're going to have to pull it out with their finger and lick this container clean. So that's going to be fun.
I think I've seen it in other videos before.
Yeah. And so I don't even know. I'm going to have to ask Dunny. I don't know if Dunny's watching or not. So Dunny from Australian Extreme Chili Condiments in Tasmania, he's making that excellent product for us. I don't know if it's going to be like crunchy, thick peanut butter, or whether it's going to be like smooth.
Yeah.
He might be an absolute bastard and just make it really crunchy. So you're like, I'm going to try and get it out. So I don't think he's going to make it easy for you guys. He never does.
The Fix and Fogs peanut butter from New Zealand.
Because like we had a previous product. This was from him, and it was 12 million Scoville Vegemite.
Oh.
So, so this is the kind of level. This is like, it's just tar, but at the same time, it's weird because it's delicious Vegemite.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, damn, that is nasty. That is nasty. It's so hot, you know.
Welcome to the Hurt Box.
Yeah. So you're going to be in the Hurt Locker for quite a while.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about the physical training and prepping and conditioning, but what do you think goes into your mindset? Like, what's the mindset behind that that's going to help you get over that? Have you go to a happy place or a special place or tunnel vision where you're trying to separate your head for your body kind of thing? What is it that works for Garrett the Sasquatch?
Sasquatch life is a violent life involving lots of broken bones and endurance riding and heaps of pain. So there's a deep well of comfortability in there. And so my head just kind of settles in and goes for the ride. And every once in a while you get little views of people go, oh yeah, that's why I'm here. Okay. Yeah. I'm eating this because I got to teach a lesson to my son. Okay.
And so everyone's like, as you saw in New Zealand as well, everyone's aware of the infamous, the dreaded speed round at the end of comps, and especially this national comp in Australia, we go 30 rounds.
Yeah.
Right? You've got to earn a speed round. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like he's like, yay, but it's like this weird catch-22. Like, yeah, here's the end, but geez, this is going to suck, right? What goes through your mind when you go, right, I've got to go through at least 10 chilies here at the end of the round, and we're still debating. We're not going to reveal quite yet to you guys what we're doing in that final round if these guys make it there, but we're not going to make it easy. I'll say that much. So we're going to say there's going to be at least 10 chilies in the last round for a speed round. But what goes through your mind? What are you thinking discipline wise that's going to go through and try and get you over that line for that speed round, mate?
The first experience I had with speed round was at Wings and Tins, the Wing Challenge, and smashed through it and ready to go at the final. And the guy at the end, like, I don't think he even chewed the bones. He just inhaled the whole wing. It was just like, boom, gone.
Was that the one where they had the big
fireball?
The big fire. They had a big fireball gallon thing. Yeah.
And I was like, that wasn't even hot, but he just swallowed a whole bone.
It just went. And even I was like, damn, bro. Like you just said, like he didn't even breathe. So keep going.
And so that was a revelation for me, and I went away from that going, I need to practice this because that is not something I want to lose because of.
And it's not. It sort of doesn't come naturally.
It doesn't come naturally.
You've got to work on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so next comp we had, we made it to a speed round again, and it was at Donnie's Bar because it was Donnie's Bar.
That's right. Yeah, we've had some. Get our Inked Food Co. How you doing? We've had some interesting ones there.
Yeah.
And like we had that little girl from Manly, this little tiny blonde girl. What do they call her? Loza, the chili mongrel.
Oh.
And I cannot tell you why. I have no idea why, but she declined to be involved or compete anymore. And I'm going,
is that the brother sister duel?
No, it was just that little tiny blonde chick, and like no matter what we gave her, she just seemed completely unfazed. I have no idea, and I think she was English or something like that, and she just didn't want to be a part of it. I'm going, what? It's just so. I'm like, dude, you're so naturally good, and I had a feeling that you were like somewhere in the back of your mind going, do I have to face off against this chick? And she was possibly going to be in the New South Wales face off, and then she decided, nah, this is not for me. And even I was shocked on. What? Okay, So it's eliminated anyone that has any sort of genetic mutations in the comp this year, which is both good. It means everyone has like an equal shot.
Yeah.
And it's like mind over matter and that physical training aspect. Yeah. But then you go and turn to Melbourne, and then you see this tiny little chick in Melbourne, this little Asian chick, and she just stomps the previous Melbourne champ.
Yeah, she crushed it.
And she crushed it, didn't she? And that dude was a monster of a dude. That Vince, and Vince is, I don't know if you're watching Vince, but like, mate, that win you did last year was impressive, and how well you handled yourself in the national comp was impressive. But then to see her just seem completely unfazed. And at one point, I seen him, and he's struggling to put, and he's shaking, and his hand is like, oh, and he's trying to get to his mouth, and he's like, oh, he can barely get to his mouth, and he was hurting. It really was hurting. It was real minor matter. Meanwhile, I've seen that, and they've got like the chili kebabs, and they've got so many skewers there. She's grabbed them and used them as chopsticks, and then picked up the chili, going la la la, and I'm going, oh, what? Did you? I don't know if you saw that, but what does that make you think as well? Because obviously Garrett is obviously a bit of concern as a threat. Yeah. Do you see her as a threat too, like to you and Garrett? What's the story?
I think everybody's a threat, and never discount anybody. And you never know what's going to happen on the day, and you don't know how people's stomach and prep and day and everything's going to go. So go out expecting everyone's a threat, and play your own race.
That's it. And it's sort of like what you're just saying before. You know, you can have a bad day. You know, you can compete, but you're only as good as the day you're competing. And unfortunately, you learned that the hard way in New Zealand. 100%. You know, is you've got to go in full ball or not at all kind of thing. You know, and you've got to go in to win. You've got to prep to win. You've got to get your mindset to win. Everything has to line up. And like you're just saying, like, you know, Garan or Mean Gene, you know, you might be hoping in the back of your mind, I hope it's their bad day. You know, I hope it's the day that's not doing well, but also at the same time, you've got to prepare mentally and physically. Yeah. Because what if it is their day? You know, what's going to go through your mind to go, what's going to give me the best advantage possible in that sense? What are you going to do to do that?
Oh, just the usual pre-prep. Like I started at the beginning of the month and do the pre-prep beforehand. I've got my homemade Reaper powder, which is terrifying, which I just sprinkle on everything, and so I just keep getting it down. I got my homemade chili elixir, which also terrifying, and put that down. And then fermented goods, and you know, just mental strong game, and you know, the previous Melbourne winner, and you see a lot of like people that have done other competitive things, and you kind of get that competitive head game of, okay, well, you're monitoring people, and like at the state round here, it was, you know, he went out of the gate really, really hard, and then I had to play catch up, and then it was just after he started slowing down, it was just a matter of staying ahead, and so reading the room and reacting accordingly.
Right. So I sort
don't push yourself too hard if you don't have to, and pace yourself. Make sure you're chewing everything enough so that you can have the stomach for a speed round, because if you're swallowing too big chunks, you're going to fall.
There you go. Fair enough. So gauging yourself, but also at the same time trying to pace yourself and gauge what's working for you. Yeah. Because like you said, like unfortunately, and we're not saying anything negative about Adam, but like you're saying from your perspective, it seemed like you obviously went too hard too quick, and then you're sort of paying for it later. You went like slow and steady, kind of wins the race kind of thing, you know. And you went slow. I'm not saying you're slow either, by the way, because you definitely weren't. But I could see that you were more measured in the way that you're going about it, whereas Adam's like, bam, bam, you know, bam, bam. And then I think that sort of caught up with him later in the end. When you saw him doing, like, when you got to that, I think it was like 34, and you've hit 34, and then you're just going 1, 2. You know, it was weird. It was like a reverse. He went from him being really fast to then you're like really fast, and I could see that you're starting to see, the tables have turned here a little bit. Talk us through what was going through your head at that point. 30 Reapers is not, that's not normal, guys. Guys, everyone that's not on this level is just like, what? 30 something Reapers, and then you hit 34 and you sort of hit your stride. Yeah, tell us about that.
Like he came out hard, and then I caught up to him, and I was getting close to redlining there, but then he slowed down, and then I was able to just kind of gather myself a bit, and I knew that I had to keep chewing them, keep them small, so you don't get the stomach just kicking back on you. Okay. And then I was like, okay, well, he's ticking along at a consistent rate. The only way to sort this out is to smash 2 away. Yeah. And then after that, it's just, I need to eat one. Every time he eats one, I just keep picking it off.
Yeah.
Just be methodical about it.
And like I saw you when he hit 34, you just went 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, and I think like that was so demoralizing to him. And I'm like, that's wow, what a cheeky, clever, and smart strategy all at the same time.
Yeah, but it's cheeky in the first place, like handing out cards to your competitors.
Yeah.
Like you're going down. And you're like,
Oh, did he really say that?
no, he was handing out the cards, and the girl beside me was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's a tactic." Right.
Trying to get in people's heads. Okay,
Get ready,
fair,
strap in.
fair,
We're going for a ride today.
Because that's the thing, and that's and like a lot of people don't talk about this enough. Is chili competitions is a mind game as well, right? And one of the things I noticed about you in that particular comp, the New South Wales State comp against Adam, the two other competitors, I think it was Jeff as well, who you've seen on the circuit a bit too, and Ali, she won some comps over in Cremorne, so also in Northern Sydney.
Like she was at Wings and Tins at one point.
Yeah, she's at Wings and Tins as well. And so she's neither of them are slouches either. But it felt like you and Adam were really there for the kill. Like you really were there to make a point. And
I didn't know the start list. I was asking about the start list, and I saw him get out of the car, and I was like, right away, I was like, okay, here we go. I don't know what's happening today.
Because you're like that guy comes to play. He really comes to he shows up.
Yeah.
So it was just funny seeing that kind of tactic. But like near towards the end, it was the thing I noticed about your face is you seem to get more composed as the comp went on. That's New South Wales State comp. Was that actually like how you were feeling, or was that like a poker face? Like a lot of people see they have poker faces as a strategy. Was that what was happening, or talk us through that?
Oh, like we chatted before this, and when you go down a rabbit hole of lots of broken bones and physical pain and stuff like that, you kind of get a feeling for what you can be comfortable with, and being uncomfortable can become the norm. And so, in that scenario, I was like, okay, this is, I can sit here for a while. I can sit here for a long time, and let's just set up shop. I'm going to start a little fire over here. I'm going to put up my tent, and we're just going to live in Paynesville for a while. Conan had to do it. Rocky Balboa had to do it. We're just going to go the distance and see what happens.
There ain't no can't rock. Gary Ardern from South Australia, he's like, clap, absolutely. Because like the thing that was the thing that struck me the most was like, even though you had defeated him, it kind of almost looked like you could have gone to like 40 Reapers and kept going. Did you feel like you could have gone more that day?
Because what was the record?
You hit 38.
No, but there was we were not that far from the old Guinness record.
For which one?
For Reapers.
Well, no, the most amount eaten by a human being was 164.
Yeah, but this was like the old one.
The old one. Are you talking about speed or speed rounds?
No, just over a minute. But anyways,
over a minute. Well, in a minute was the record was 123 grams worth of Reapers, which is about 26 Reapers, and they're averaging 5 to 6 grams a Reaper, you know. But you guys
could have done more. I would have been like, okay, let's keep going. Let's do this.
But there is also a record for 50 Reapers, which I think at the time it was 3 minutes 22 seconds. But I know a guy in Bulgaria recently broke that as well. So it's highly contested, actually. Yeah. It's a record, So it's quite competitive. But once you get to those bigger numbers, it starts to drop off.
But no, I was definitely ready to keep going.
Yeah,
I knew what I was up against, and I knew he wasn't there to play. And strapped in, good to go. So
considering that you've gone from that, then you've seen the New Zealand one. Now we're going to the Australian chili champs, which New Zealand was overwhelming majority, just raw chilies. Now we're going to the opposite discipline with the Australian chili champs, where it's going to be half chilies and half products. Is that worry you more, or is that like you're more excited because you're like, this is going to play into my hand a bit, or how do you feel about that?
I don't think about it that way so much as, it's a ride and we're going to go for it and it's going to be fun. It's something new that I haven't done before. Like I've done the wing comps and I've done the chili comps and I've done Reaper comps, but not mixing so much different foods in. And so my head straight goes to, well, what's going to be sucking moisture out of my face? Because whatever dries your mouth out is what makes you vomit. And so that's like,
That's it. Well, that's an interesting point. So the way we've designed the comp is supposed to be like sort of like a wet, dry, because we want to give you guys at the same time the opportunity to eat and go as far as possible. But at the same time, we want to test you in every possible way you can in a chili comp. We want to test your gag reflex. We want to test your tolerance. We want to test your consumption and your endurance. We want to test your mental capacity. We want to test whether you're going to be able to deal with different textures. Is there going to be some pleasant textures? There's going to be some not so pleasant textures, you know. And everyone kind of knows that to some degree, but you're going to experience this firsthand. There's going to be some things that taste great, and there's going to be some things that just don't taste great at all. And that's all by design as well. And so you're both going to probably like love me and hate me at the same time going, you bastard. You know,
it's like the soda cracker challenge, right? Like how many soda crackers you can eat in a minute. And like everybody vomits on that because your mouth gets so dry and just comes out. And so like when you guys were talking about the donut the other day, I was like, and the Tassie guy was talking about like the moisture content of the donut. I was just like, my head went straight to, how's that gonna suck the moisture out, and how are you gonna get through that and things like that.
So if that's your biggest concern is how the moisture content of both your mouth and the food that you're consuming, drawing it out of you, what are you doing to combat that? Like either pre-comp or during comp? What's the story?
Yeah, well, that's you can't do anything during comp. So it's like maybe overhydrating beforehand, but then you're taking up space in your stomach for chilies to go in. And these comps, you're already getting to the max of like how much food you can put in your stomach, let alone how much chili you can handle. So it's a delicate line of how you go about that.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. And like that's one of the other things. The next thing that we have to do, what's different about the New Zealand comp is it's just really drawn out and protracted out. Whereas I don't know if you saw the last year's comp, but we have a limited amount of stage times. The last year we had a year and a half. We had an hour and a half. Whoa! Yeah, I was growing a beard here.
People were building houses.
There's tents in it. No, we've got an hour and a half stage time last year, so it's most likely going to be something similar. So the way that we ran this comp, we were just shoveling it into the competitors' mouths.
Yeah.
Do you think that concerns you and it's working against you, or do you think that's playing the cards more in your favor? In the sense of the comp, how do you feel about that?
I think it just depends on the day and like how heavy the chili is hitting your stomach and how your stomach deals with digesting it or converting it into the compounds that are in there. You know, like if you're drinking a bottle of old Uncle Mungo there to start off with, you know, your stomach's going to be like, oh, what are you doing to me? Where if you're starting off on something more tame, like beef jerky or something like that, your stomach's going to slowly chew away at that, not just reject.
Well, because it's the national comp, obviously we're not going to start on jalapenos. We're going to start on habaneros. That's round one. Is 2 habaneros and a shot of sauce. I guarantee that the first sauce, it's really tasty, but it's going to devolve from there and get more and more nasty as we go. So that being said, I don't know if you've seen the videos of the previous years or the previous competitions.
No, I watched last year live.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is there any product that you you're other than the donut, like obviously you said what your piece about the donut, is there any other products that you're sort of worried about, or any other products you're like, oh, I can't wait to try that? Like, tell us about that.
I mean, I'm excited for the peanut butter. I love peanut butter. So
peanut butter jelly time.
The peanut butter, just give it to me. You know, the death chips.
What's those corn chips? Yeah.
You have too many of them. It's the same thing. They get dry. But
they do. But we're going to make sure you're wet before, but not yet.
Yeah. Stop it.
Stop it. Keep going.
No, my buddy down the road always spooks me with those. He's like, "Oh, I have a corn chip. I put some sauce on it." Like, thanks for the freaking Reaper X on my corn chip, bud. So it's just what's on the chip and how many you're eating and things like that. So.
Okay. And so I ask a lot of, I'm always interested to hear what people have the answer to, or what their answer is to this. Talk us through your best chili experience and your worst chili experience, because everyone seems to have this one story where they go, oh yeah, there's this one. Talk us through that. Well,
best chili experiences, I went down to the Indian restaurant in Freshies.
Freshwater?
Yeah. Gorgeous place, delicious. Highly recommend it. But I I had researched like the hottest hot sauces in the world, and I had this British one. It used to come in a little tiny black bottle. I forget the name. I had a teardrop on it, and went in there and I was like, okay, I want a Vindaloo. I want the hottest Vindaloo you have. Now look at me when I order. Imagine my skin is not this color, and imagine I really hate my ancestors and I want them to hurt and wake up in their coffin. So that's how hot I need it. And you know, they made fun of me and laughed and went away and brought it up. And then I opened this bottle of sauce and I started dumping it on it before I'd even tried it. And they kept running over to the table. They're like, no, this is not BYO. You can't have drinks here. I'm like, this is not a drink. This is something way worse. I'm like, this is hot sauce. They're like, you brought hot sauce to an Indian restaurant. I'm like, yep. And so they laughed about that.
We've got like a black version of that. They've got one of these. This is Johnny Scoville's Slammer, which I think is 10 million Scoville. And we've also got a UK Chili Queen one.
It might have been the UK Chili Queen. It was from the UK.
Black.
It's just black. And
it looks like tar. Yeah, it's so dark. And it just looks nasty. You look at it and go, that looks evil.
Yeah, I've got one of those floating around here somewhere. I just don't know.
So yeah, they thought I was some, stupid cracker, and they're
like,
yeah, give me that sauce. I'm gonna take it to the kitchen. So they took it to the kitchen. They're all pointing and laughing at me, and they're like, "Oh, can we try it?" I'm like, "Please be careful. I'm not normal. You do not want to do this.
Yeah.
So just be ready. Get some yogurt or some honey or something." And the girl dumped it on a spoon and went, and just turned, and projectile vomited into the sink. And then the chefs didn't believe it. And then they all started dosing it. And then everyone's around the sink. And I just nuked the entire kitchen. And the yogurt's out, the honey's out, the mango lassies are getting chugged.
Yeah.
And then they came to the table, like, what is wrong with you? And then they all wanted to take photos. And I thought that was hilarious. Like, out Chile to Indian restaurant. So
it is funny, like having these moments where, like, especially if you're a white dude and you have like Indian or Asian people looking at you going, what?
Yeah.
Like, or they go, oh, white boy thinks I know chili kind of thing, and then you just like absolutely own it, and they're going, what? Like, do you still have a soul? Like, what the,
I'm a ranger. I
don't have that's right.
Soul.
Apparently, redheads don't have soul
here,
according to South Park.
Own it. Just own it.
G'day, Miss Megan. That's the way. So that was your best one. Talk us through your worst chili experience. What was the worst one where you're like, oh, I don't know if we're going to do that again, or you question whether you wanted to even touch chili? Is there any moments like that?
I made a laksa at home, and I had Blair's, was it 3 a.m. Reserve?
Ooh.
And I just got it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I've heard about this. So I should try some on my laksa. And I went to put it on, and it didn't come out, and then it just went poof, into the bowl. And I'm like, oh, that's a bad move. I'm really hungry, and I don't want to spend an hour cooking again. I'm just going to eat it and see what happens.
You're about to make more pepper spray, Miss Megan. What how many Scoville is your pepper spray, and how do you deliver it?
And how do I get it?
How do we get it? Yeah, tell us whereabouts you're based. Yeah, and so you pour this thing in.
I shoveled it in and just got it like the dry plug straight in there and just bang on the floor. Tears screaming.
And how because that's the thing, when you do fallen extracts and capsaicin crystals, it's never over quickly. How long was it before you actually recovered from that? Like, because it's sort of what a lot of people don't know is it comes and goes in waves, and you think it's over. You're like, oh, it's over. And then it comes back. It's like, what's that movie? You get him to the Greek, the Jeffrey. He's like, it goes away, but then it comes back. You're like, oh, no. And you're like, 2 a.m. going, just let it be over.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was probably like.
Oh, yeah, I'll PM you. Scotch Bonnet and Reapers. Yum. Thank you.
Put me in, coach.
Absolutely. Thanks, Miss Megan. Legend. Yeah.
It was probably like 45 minutes of, rolling around agony and kids laughing at me. And then started subduing and then get little peaks and valleys. And then 11 a.m. woke up, projectile, just lying outside, just like, what have I done? I need antacids. I need yogurt. Give me the honey. I'm going to drink it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I spray it on my face and my food. Hell yes, darlings. Thank you very much, Miss Megan. Legend will PM you after this. I'm a hot girly. Well, sounds like it. Hey-o. So considering that you're probably the most local person to the comp, are you bringing any family and friends or any people coming to cheer you on at the comp? Or, or do they just think you're a sicko? Like, what?
Oh no, they think I'm a sicko, but they love watching. So yeah, my boys will be there.
They like to watch.
They like a lot of people from the brewery will be there.
Yep, 4 Pines.
4 Pines.
Four.
some mountain bike competitors and stuff like that. And so, I got some crew that lives up that way. So, there'll be a few people shouting.
Wow, yeah.
I had the buddy at the 7th day comp come and wipe my face while I was profusely sweating. He's coming out.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, the Kiwi towel wiper.
The Kiwi towel wiper.
Yeah, from Fifth Point.
Fifth Point?
Yeah.
What's Fifth Point?
Working at Heights. Getting certified for doing risky business and adrenaline stuff. So
now you got from one side of risky business to another.
Yeah.
You
need the adrenaline. You need the chili. You need it all.
Fair enough. So a lot of people have these ideas in their head of what they like and prefer. Are you more of a product king, or are you more into your raw chilies? What do you sort of prefer to lean towards or enjoy more?
Being ADHD, I love everything.
If a barbecue competition, whereabouts are you based, Miss Megan? I'm a huge barbecue fan. You like barbecue?
Yeah, my brother is actually the #1 barbecuer in Canada. Notorious PIG. Look out for them.
Miss Megan, where are you based? Are you in Australia? We're here in Sydney. Tell us whereabouts you're based. If you're near Sydney, anywhere near us, mate, we are Chicago. It's a bit of a walk. Sorry, we're in Sydney, Australia. So apologies. If I get to Chicago, we're in. But apologies, it's a bit of a walk and a swim. You go to Canada, we're not in Canada. He's from Canada, but we're in Sydney, Australia. Apologies.
If you go to the Kansas City Royal barbecue comp, you can look out for Notorious PIG, and there'll be my brother barbecuing there.
Notorious? I have heard of that guy. Notorious PIG. Yeah, that's mad. You're travel here. Yeah, come to Sydney, Australia. Absolutely.
Come on down under.
Yeah, come down under, crikey. Bloody oath. So, you're more of a product guy, or
I love both.
Both.
I grow my own reapers. I grow my own ghost chilies. I grow lots of different chilies. I make my own sauces. I make my own powders.
You sound like you'd be a dangerous guy to break into your house. Like, what do you have? Like a pepper spray, like security system or something like?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to grab a rogue bottle and just go for it at my house. It's a bad move. Yeah.
Everyone I know.
Or go camping and try whatever I give you. Garrett's cooking, don't touch it.
Camping and drinking is a bad combo because it gives you that false confidence, you know. And I think that's one of the times, we absolutely love barbecue doing. So was it? I'll say loves. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, come down. I think barbecuing and drinking is such a bad combo because it gives you that false confidence. And I think that was the first time I really did something really stupid where my best mate at the time, I think I was like somewhere between 14 and 15, I think. And we were like young and early in high school. We were camping with my mate and my mate's dad's friends, if that makes sense. And he had some stupid like Texas hot barbecue sauce. It was ridiculous something, and it had flames all over it. Yeah. Something about lava or whatever. I don't know. You know, I was so drunk I couldn't really read the thing. You know, and the dude's like, I'll bet you $100 you can't skull this. You know, and he goes, anyone, $100, and I'm going, I'm broke, $100. I need it. Let's go. I'm like, shut up. You know, let's. And I'm like, right. And I'm like, show me the money. Yeah. Show me the cashish, right? And we'll make this happen. And he goes, here it is. And I'm like, righto, bam. It's just, and I like what Dunny says. He goes, was it over the lips, through the gums, look at stomach, here it comes. Yeah. And he goes, bam. And he goes, what? And he goes, here you go, mate. Have fun tomorrow. I'm like, what do you mean? The next day, I'm like, we're in the bush. We're in the middle of nowhere. Right. So I had to like lean against the tree, and I'm like holding him, going, oh, and like it's coming at me like lava. I'm going, yep. That was a prank on me. You know, like,
I'm done for.
And I could hear him going, that's the best $100 I've ever spent, you dickhead. And all these guys go, and I'm like, far out. What was that, Miss Megan? What did you say there? I'll hop out. I'm going to take a picture of my darling little daughter. She's asleep. All good. Follow, like, I'm sure I'm doing a concert right now. Yeah, cool. Absolutely. Sounds good, Miss Megan. So that was my moment, and it sounds like that was your moment. You had your own moment there as well. What's it called? What advice would you probably give for people that want to attempt what you're attempting? Because like what we're talking about here, what you're about to attempt on July 4th is not normal. No. What would you say to someone that's like they want to start from being a novice or an amateur to not being a comps to then jumping in comps? What would you advise them, or what advice would you give them?
I mean, just break the seal and get in there.
Break the ceiling?
Break the ceiling and get in there. No.
Talk us through that. What do you mean by break the ceiling?
Like, break the seal as well.
Oh, they break the seal.
No, no, just jump in and do a comp, right? Like we had so many people at 7th day come in for the first try. There's that little blonde girl that came and she made it like really far. Same thing at Donnie's and some of the other events. And then from there, it's just experimenting with, okay, well, why did I collapse? Was it just a pain thing and I just need to get over that? Is it a stomach thing? Do I like pushing the boundaries? Did I get a euphoria kick? Is this something that is fun to do and benefits me? For me, yes, 100%. So find the joy in it and find the entertainment and get your friends amongst it. And, you know, the more you're laughing about it, the more fun it is.
And so if people like are scared to do this or they've got a bit of a fear or they're unsure, what would you say? Because like one of the things I get in every single stream I have, one of the comments I always get at least one comment going, are they gonna die? Are they gonna have to go to hospital? This is stupid, you know. Like, what do you say to people that say this kind of stuff or think that direction? Like, what would you your reply be to
if you could die doing it, I would already be dead.
That's a good point.
So here I am. You're not gonna die. Yeah.
But people with that fear, what would you say that when they're fearful, they're afraid? What would you say like to that?
Well, if they're afraid, I mean, then maybe it's not the thing for them. Like if you don't like challenging yourself, then be comfortable not challenging yourself and just sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you want to dip your toe in the water, dip your toe in the water.
So if they want to dip the toe, what recommendation would you say? What would you give them?
Start off small, like I did, you know, with my buddy taunting me for the bicycle and ate a bowl full of, I think they're hippie bird's eyes or whatever they were. Get amongst those and start building up. Don't do what that girl did that you gave the Reaper to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And she was just sitting there taunting everybody the whole time. She's like, I could do that.
Yeah. We had a bit of we had a commentator at the New South Wales comp, and you know, you have those couch warriors, the keyboard warriors, and I can do that. That wasn't that hard. And she obviously had a few bevies, let's say,
a couple wobbly pops,
a couple of, and she was pretty confident in her ability, or maybe overconfident might be the word. And yeah, she goes, "Give me one of those. I'd smash it. I'll beat all of them." Like that's what she said. I'm like, "Well, this is your choice. You're an adult. Are you sure?" "Yeah, I'm sure." I'm like, "Well, here you go." And yeah, she didn't react well. She's like, blah, and she's like, and like drooling, and I'm like, "So, do you think you can beat them now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." Like,
you'll be Master Blaster. She'll be Tina Turner. Welcome to Thunderdome.
Oh, she got welcome to the Thunderdome, all right?
Nice.
Far out, yeah. So, and she must have felt like, Mad Max shot her in the mouth. Far out, man. Because
borderline doing the Homer Simpson on the ground. Just
yeah, and actually she was pretty close to it. Yeah. And she's like, I need a donut. Donuts. No, I don't think the donuts are going to save me right now. What do I do? You know, yeah. She was really in trouble. So we obviously gave her lemon juice and cordial to help her, but she learned a lesson pretty quick. She did. You know, so it's funny. You and every single time I have a comp, no matter where I am in the world, there's always that one person. I'm like, well, if you choose your own adventure, you get your own consequences too. Yeah. and so she did. She turned to page 5 and like, oh, it didn't work to her advantage. So look, what's in the future for the Sasquatch, the Chilli Sasquatch? We obviously know that the Chilli comp's coming up next for the national comp. What are we planning to do after that? Is there any plans? Are you going to try and refine your abilities or your strategies, or do more comps, or is this like a one and done, or what are you planning to do?
No, definitely want to keep on going. And this comp, I'm going into it as a learning experience, and you know, hopefully things go well. If they don't, I've had an awesome learning experience. I've been to a chili festival. I've checked out a new part of Australia I haven't seen yet. So I mean, that's all massive ticks. Take on board.
Big tick to that one, Shay.
Because I love growing chilies and stuff like that, and I'm not going to stop eating chilies anytime that I can see. I love them. My kids love them, and make tons of delicious food out of them. We made a beer at Four Pines for Chin.
There was a spicy beer. It was actually pretty tasty. Yeah.
And had a great time with those guys munching on chilies and talking to each other. And there's going to be more of those happening. And so it's fun to keep your taste buds alive and experiencing different things. And
Actually, that's a good point. Like, so I remember just want to touch on this real quickly. A lot of people have said to me, they go, "Oh, if you eat such munchy stuff, you must burn off your taste buds, right? You must not be able to taste stuff." In my opinion, the more I've eaten chili and enjoyed it and built up a bigger tolerance, I feel like I've been able to enjoy more flavors and more dishes. Is that your feeling in this scenario? Do you feel like you enjoy more flavor, or do you feel like it's sort of dulled your senses a bit?
No, it definitely doesn't dull your senses, and that's a misconception for sure. It's like you got your 5 core base sensory tastings, but then you've also got umami thrown in there. And like some people can or can't taste it. And so chili is almost like a 7th, whereas like you can either get through the burn and taste the goodness of the chili, like we said, this is herbaceous. Reapers are sweet and fruity.
Right word,
and like every chili has a different kind of fruit. Some of them are berry, some of them are lemon, like lemon drop. I freaking love lemon drop. And it's super citrusy and gorgeous. Right?
Yeah.
Amazing on Mexican food. I'm not putting that on my Mexican food because this doesn't taste like citrus.
Steve from Canberra, looking forward to feeding you all. So Steve is creating this special super duper spicy pizza. He's kind of replicating the TRS, which is Australia's hottest chili pizza.
Yeah.
But he's making his own version of it. So it's like the Canberra bunny. What was it? Was it fire for effect? Is that what you're calling it, Steve? And we absolutely leveled and floored one of our friends because the one that he made, the mild version, was 10 million Scoville. So it had some kick. Oh yeah. But he reckons that these ones are going to be twice as hot.
No,
ridiculous. Ridiculous. Awesome. Are you looking forward to that, or is that like, whoa?
No, I'm definitely in for that. I love pizza. Eat pizza every week with the kids, and have had lots of fun with chili tricks and pizza and friends. And I had this one guy who would get pizza every day at work on the weekends, and he was just like, "Rick, what kind of pizza do you want?" He's like, "I don't eat food that challenges me." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool story. What kind of pizza do you want?"
Me.
As long as it's spicy. I was like, "Oh man, that's the wrong thing to say."
That's the wrongest thing to say to me.
So like, I got him the fire eater from Panago, but I mean, like that's nothing.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I had all these wasabi sachets and Reapers, and so I was injecting the Reapers with wasabi, and then hid them underneath all the pepperoni, and then gave him his pizza, and like down the hatch. Boom! On the ground, head and hands, drooling. I'm like, you feeling challenged? So yeah, definitely down for spicy, dominating, crying, eating pizza. That's gonna be awesome.
That's
for that.
That's fantastic.
And it adds to the moisture content.
The moist. So you go that bit moist.
We need the moisture.
Leave the moisture, Mr. Bond. So that's fantastic. So look, we're at the pointy end of the interview, mate. I want to ask you, is there anyone you want to shout out to or promote or yell out, shout out to that's been helping you out or sponsoring you or helping you get across or training or anything like that?
Obviously, big shout out to Four Pines for doing the great work and keeping me employed and watching me do all the stupid chili things that I taunt everybody at work with. That hot sauce shop, those guys are awesome.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. You guys are legends.
Yeah, they're always hooking me up with delicious chili sauce. And my favorite, Uncle Mongo's. Those guys are awesome.
Oh, they've got great products.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys.
I can't get that stuff out of my kitchen. I love it. I just want to rub it in my face if it didn't hurt my eyes so much.
All right, mate. Well, the last thing before we go, have you got anything to say to your fellow competitors before you meet them on the stage? Any fighting words, war words, or like good luck kind of stuff? What do you want to say to these guys before you take them on at Sawtell?
Oh, mate, let's have fun dying out there and get a bunch of ambulances to take us home.
I remember, that's great. I remember, what was his name? Iron Guts Barlow, Greg. He was the Melbourne champ back in the day, the first 2 comps. And he said, "What do you got to say to the people?" He goes, "Let's die like men."
Yeah.
Is that what you think the kind of sentiment you're trying to say there? Yeah.
You're going to go in a blaze of glory. Yeah. Burn it all down.
Shut down in a blaze of glory. Yeah. All right, Spice Legend. Well, I think that's it for our Spicy Goodness. Thank you so much for joining us and talking all things chili with us, me and Garrett, the Chili Sasquatch, matey. Any other last words before we go?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's it. All right. Well, Spice Legends, thank you for watching and keep calm. Be awesome. You.
It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. If you can take it, all about you. make it.